Movie night back on another Clit Ass. I'm your host, Easy. Welcome to Car Language. And should you buy a used 2017 Porsche Cayenne? Let's talk about it. I can only imagine what a Macan feel like. But the Cayenne, the trunk space is small, so you might want to maybe go with the whole entire family, even the dogs if you're interested in one, and I don't know, maybe hop them in and out real quick if they could let you do that. But to stuff the dogs and then luggage, it might be a bit skeptical. I'm just being honest. It's fairly small. Like, I'm thinking my family, we're a family of 4 now, with the dogs 6, so it's not for me. It's still escalating, just putting that out there. But it's definitely a beautiful, tossable, very responsive. I love this vehicle. I gotta say, I loved it. Had it not been for the family, I would probably consider this. But unfortunately, I can't. It's not big enough for me. I definitely need something big. I love the wing in the back too. It looks real good. All right, so let's talk specs. 1723 MPG, 300 horses, 3.6 V6 liter engine. Just to share the engine bay with y'all, it looks real good in here. Got the light gold plaque 3.6 V6. Looks real clean. A lot of plastic, but I'd rather that. Cables and wires. A little nerve wracking. We got the P0s. Last night I drove this in the rain, and let me tell you, it felt like a train on a track. Very, very grippy. I like these wheels too. A lot of people tend to mention the other ones. These are a little bigger, less meat on the tires, and they look better. I think they look better. Love the running LEDs. Porsches are fire. Since I started doing videos, we found out what Porsches are like as far as the aerodynamics, etc. You guys know I wasn't really too much of a fan of the body style because they never really switch it up until you drive one. You start seeing why. Love it. Definitely been enjoying it. We out here in New York, currently in Long Island. Pardon the dirt and dust on it, but it looks like it's about to rain. I'm not lying. It's good. Saves me some time on washing it. Let me show you guys the interior. This one comes with red interior. This is the platinum edition, by the way. We got some smell goods. Chain keep it smelling real good. You're gonna see those throughout the video. Red. If you decide to purchase this, please opt with the red interior and the moonroof. We need the moonroof. Love the crest on the headrest. We have them in the rear as well. Part in the bag. You can fold the middle down, push of a button, just to use it as an armrest. And your other armrest with 2 cup holders. This model has 100,000 miles. We're gonna find out how reliable it's been. We got some cutouts here for your knees. As you can see, for 100,000 miles, the leather still looks intact. You can also bring the seats, lower the seats forward just in case you got some larger cargo in the back. You can also bring the seats forward to kind of recline them with this latch here. Climate vents, that's about it back here. We got a cigarette lighter and we have a USB port. You know, you got your leather pockets, Bose system. Love the side panels of the door. This one doesn't come with the shade. I guess another trim, a higher trim level will give you that. They do come with that. Speakers everywhere, of course. It sounds really good. Nice little ashtray, I guess. Hidden little gem. But it's beautiful. This definitely has stayed durable. It feels tight for 100,000 miles. You would think 100,000 miles, the usage, etc., you start hearing things rattle, but you actually don't. Love the chrome finishes. Nice little black polish right here. Definitely deep pockets. Nice little, I guess, corner jewelry storage. Jewelry storage. My bad. Love the gauges, the dash. Everything looks very correct. Storage is not too good. As you can see right here, the armrest in the driver's side and passenger in the front. Not too deep. You got a USB. You got an auxiliary. 2 cup holders. This is all-wheel drive. Stock. They all come like that. We might have some things in the dash. Again, real tight. I love these grab handles. Love this. You can either rest your hand on the gear lever or here. I love this. I love the way it looks in here. It looks real beautiful. Convenient too that the trunk popper is right there next to the window switches. Let's talk about storage. Obviously, push button. Nice little storage area. We got a nice net here. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was bigger back here. You got your spare. I wish all of the wheels would have came that color. How nice. Push button to close. Oh, you heard that? It wants to pop. I'm mad that you can see the light, the directional light, and which direction you want to turn to. They should have used this little light here as blind spots. So yes, this does lack some options, but having a moonroof, I guess, makes up for the blind spot, as crazy as that sounds. But yes, it does lack a little options. I love the fact that the CarPlay integrates very well the moment you plug the phone up to the USB, the Bluetooth, etc. Everything is very straightforward. Love that about Porsches. You got your key. You guys know the theory. Left turn on, right gear shift. This door looks really sexy. Those 2 strips, sport strips. We got the Bose embroidered, of course. We have the handle, the chrome finish. You have your driver's seat memory buttons. Let's close it. I don't want to hear what's going on outside in the world. Somewhat insulated in here, well insulated, but we have this chrome black strip that matches with every other chrome part in the car. Black chrome part, that is. Moving along. Let's check out our dash. This right here, you guys know most Porsches come with that screen. It kind of works as your heads up. Very clever from Porsche. Very informative. Navigation. You have your jukebox, what music you're playing, vehicle information, your ride time, your phone calls. I like to keep it on the GPS. It looks nicer. As we take a look at the infotainment system, not so much of a big screen, but very straightforward. You can show your map. This is your home button, your car. It'll show you that same information over there. Your navigation, where you want to go, etc. Your media, your phone, source, tuner. Everything is very straightforward. Sorry about that, Ice Spice. Your temperature gauges, again, very straightforward. They're all located within this vicinity. We have a screen just in case you want to see exactly what temperature you want to be at. Your fan speed, a little warm, we'll turn it up a little bit. Where you want your fan speed to blow, high, middle, low. Your seat controls. You have your off-road, just in case you want to lock the differential. Right here, off-road is on, as you can see. And there, your center differential lock engaged. To turn it off, you just go down and you'll see that the light will turn off, pardon me. We got a little pocket right here. I guess this can be used for your key. And this is also dual climate control. The steering wheel now doesn't have a next track button. That not a fan of. I guess we'll work that in with the dings. Volume button, to answer your phone calls. This is your back button, just in case you're dealing with that screen up on a dash. Steering wheel feels sporty. Your paddle shifters feel official. Your control stocks feel sturdy as well. Not a cheap plastic. They definitely feel good. 103,000 miles. They don't feel like they're about to come off or loose. Not even fading. The font on it still look good. Porsche's official, the way they do things. Love the stitching is still in place. Not bad, not bad. Analog clocks look very, very beautiful in here. On the street, guys. I just figured I'll show you guys real quick in detail the infotainment system. Again, everything has maintained fairly well, beyond fair. As you can see, really no scuffs. The only one really showing some wear and tear is, oh, of course, the driver's seat. This is where your light switches are. We got automatic, of course, and your emergency parking brake. Another thing, room. I feel like it's too small. I can only imagine what a Macan feel like. But the Cayenne, the trunk space is small, so you might want to maybe go with the whole entire family, even the dogs, if you're interested in one. And I don't know, maybe hop them in and out real quick if they could let you do that. But to stuff the dogs and then luggage, it might be a bit skeptical. I'm just being honest. It's fairly small. Like, I'm thinking my family. We're a family of 4 now. With the dogs, 6. So it's not for me. It's still escalating. Just putting that out. I just wanted to show y'all at night. This SUV is very, very nice. Pardon a little mess, but I just figured I'd show y'all what it looked like at night. I love this light bar up here. That's original, very original. The ambient lighting is very subtle in white. I'm not too sure if you could change it, but it's dope. It's real sexy, and the moonroof definitely gives it a nice touch. I'm gonna show y'all what it looked like outside too. Porsches are Porsches. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. These are the headlamps, the night headlamps, but you got the 4 dots running daytime lights. Sexy looking truck. Driving a Porsche Cayenne, 2017 Platinum Edition. Off the rip, the driving will sell anyone. It was pouring down rain, and this thing was gripping like a train. It was almost like it was on tracks. And that amazes me. I have yet to drive a Porsche and not feel confident. How do I put this? Unless I know the owner and what he's done, I know how the owner is for the most part. Anybody's vehicle who I would drive, I know for the most part, because most people I know, they have kids, so they're gonna maintain the vehicle the way they're supposed to. Brakes, tires, etc. You know, stuff like that I look for. But you never really know. It could surprise you. But so far I've driven a couple of Porsches, and they just feel so safe, like so grippy, you know, very responsive, zippy, you know, so I definitely feel very, very confident. This is too small. Last night, I took some folks to the airport, 2 luggages and 2 bags. That's it. Like, it just felt like everything was occupied. You know, of course, we still had, let's say, this much of space. Of height, you know, width, not too much. And that's why I think this is more like a coupe and not the Cayenne Jeep. Maybe there might be 2 of them. I'm sure there are. I'm just not so sure if they was doing that in these years, you know, the 2017 model. Maybe they have. I guess I'll have to look that up. But it's just it's kind of tight in here. I'll be honest, it's kind of tight. The blind spot, not too much of a big deal, but I definitely prefer that. I feel like that's definitely a must. You know, to me, blind spot has become like a backup camera. It needs to, you know, it has to be in the car. Like that's a negative if a car doesn't have that, to an extent. But it's beautiful in here, the way this car has held up after 100,000 miles. It's amazing. It's definitely amazing. Like I'm confident. Let's say if I was to get one, I'm definitely confident. It feels good. Everything looks good as well too. Definitely. People, they tend to be scared of these cars. because of maintenance, etc. But from what I hear, they're good cars. Just make sure you still get a warranty. I'd still get one. And when that warranty is void, don't go too far. I'm gonna assume a lot of people might not be able to work on them. That's somewhat of a concern. But other than that, did I enjoy it? Would I rent it again? Definitely catches people's eyes. You know, I'll be in my Escalade with the windows down, music blasting, and I feel like people look at me like, he's ghetto. You know, you do it in a Porsche, people looking like, he's ghetto with money. I don't know, you get a different, you know, people are gonna look like Porsche has that name, that status. It's literally become or always been a status, and that right there will sell me. It'll make me want to get one. The status, and it doesn't matter how old they are. It's still that. It's something about that badge that just draws everyone's attention. You know, you could be in a Range Rover, you could probably be in a Urus, and you know, this is a Urus, a V6 Urus. and people look, you know, for anyone looking for that type of stuff, is definitely a heat seeker, as I like to call it. Definitely seeks attention, a lot of attention. Subtle though. First thing I would do, I'll try to definitely make the exhaust sound a lot better. It sounds good already. You guys heard it when I revved it. You hear it want to pop. I love that about all Porsches so far. It's crazy too, because when I reviewed the 911, please go watch that video. I don't know why people are not watching it. It's a great car, and it's, I guess because it's expensive and a lot of people got family, so they can't do a two-door, but two-door, four-seater, I felt like that for how big that car was. It had decent storage because it was, you know, the 911s are like hatchbacks. Opening and you got all that room. But they all drove very, very, very well. Like, that's one thing Porsche got over a lot of cars. I guess the older they might get, they're still gonna drive the same. It feels so smooth. Again, you know, the wheels, it feels a bit harsh, but I'm assuming if you get some rims with tires, a little more meat in them, you know, you'll be able to jump curbs. Let's say in a situation where you kind of want to, you know, where you got to jump a curb or maybe go off-roading, you'll feel the road less. Installation is fair. Definitely get some road noise. I found that kind of shocking. I'm not too sure if that's the P0s, you know, not making it sound as great, or not making it sound a little bit more quieter, but it's not bad. It's smooth. You'll forget you'll even driving it a lot of times. That's how smooth this car is. I promise you, it's definitely real smooth. I recommend it. Hey, get one. You know, you'll work everything always works out. That's the way I see things. A blind spot. You see, I feel like I'm in a classic car where I gotta turn my neck. The only flaw, that's my only complaint, and the space. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Car language.